with Gray Man Prepping. I hope everybody's doing great out there. And here I am. Alrighty, so we got several things, announcements and stuff going on tonight. And so first off, I'm going to talk about this one a couple times here. So give me a second here, and I will bring up one here that. Okay, so Dave at Southern Ohio Prepping, those of you who've been with me for a long time, both here and on Campaign Family Compound, was my wingman for the longest time, and he got discouraged when people started throwing nasty stuff at him. Anyways, I know it's kind of hard to read here, so I'll read out. It says, this is on his community tab, Southern Ohio Prepping. Yeah, okay, so I know I said I was done here, but I'm thinking about changing things up a bit. I'm thinking about doing more cooking videos and maybe a live once in a while if time permits. Please vote below. Thanks, Dave, SOP. So if you'd like to see Dave back doing, he had done some cooking ones before on his old channel before he got tagged and that one was brought down, and he did a couple even on Southern Ohio Prepping here. But yeah, so he does some good cooking videos. All right, so I think it's a positive vote to Dave saying, hey, yeah, we'll watch your stuff, because I know he his cooking stuff will involve prepping and using your prepper pantry and stuff like that. He just likes to share information. It's the type of guy he is. So if you get a chance, go over to his community tab and vote on it. And basically it's yes, I would watch them. Sorry, not my cup of tea. I don't care. I don't care. Get yourself back on YouTube. So don't care. Get yourself back on YouTube. So just come. The last one is just get here. So that's the one thing I wanted to share here, and I'll share this again later on as well. So let's back over here, and now I'm going to see who all is in the side chat here. Let's go back up here to the top, and what's interesting is those that came in, aren't going to see the first one in. The first one in was Howie at Food Forest Permaculture several hours ago. Said boo. Here we have Gear Grinding 19 says bees. And Star Homestead India said birds. What? I thought it was birds supposed to be first before bees. Anyways, and let's see. Then we have Janice at Where to Be in Homestead. Denise, Green Granny 2. Jay is in the house. Joe, Garden State Gardener is here. Troop 1351 is lurking. Wendy at Hardnap Farms is here. And it's CB at Hugo Homestead. And everyone's talking. Okay, Suburban Hillbilly has joined us. Carol, Fishes and Loaves Life is here. Woo! Moon Over Miami is here. And everyone's talking. Where are we getting someone new in here? Peterson Farms of Nashville. Welcome, welcome. And then we have Wayne, the ungrateful peasant, is here. Ada Neer is here from across the ocean, or across the pond, sorry. Got to say it right, across the pond. And Dragon Slayer is here, and he's lurking as well. All righty. So, all right, so we got some, for those that have access to it, some of you I emailed the link to. Some of you have access to Courtney's mod group and Courtney's group chat. It's posted in both those on Facebook as well. All righty. So first thing I'm going to jump into before we start talking about one of the main topics, I'm going to go ahead and hit the news up. All right. So let me get this here, and I got something. I got to do it right here. And here, straight from California. Yes, I love poking fun at dorks have done to it. All right, so once again, this comes through the Patch News Network, and some of these are really leaning the one way. All right, so on the 27th, one news article was California retailers closing locations in 2023. The U.S. economy is grappling with inflation and an inflation-induced slump, and several California businesses are calling it quits in late 2022 and early 2023, which means it's happening all the way across the nation. And some of the big ones here saying, let's get down to the article here. Brick and mortars are taking a hard hit. Trying to get fill it with panderings of for events for even chains that survived the Red Dragon. All right, let's see here. There's dancing around the entire thing. Okay, here's the list. Okay, Bed Bath & Beyond is closing 150 stores across the nation. All right. Okay, so there's and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 listed for California. CVS Pharmacies in 2021 announced it would be shuttering more than 900 locations over 3 years, 300 stores per year. So that means we got 300 stores being closed across the nation for CVS Pharmacies. In the spring of 2022, Rite Aid said it would be announced it would be closing 145 stores. Kroger's, which owns a lot of stores and stuff, announcing it it will be closing several stores in 2021, 2022, and will continue shuttering store locations in 2023. They don't give the number of stores they're shuttering because they're hoping they'll be able to turn some of them around. Okay. And so Kroger's owns a bunch of different big name brand ones. So Nordstrom's. Oh, it's Nordy's. Nordy's is closing some. While it's unclear whether Nordstrom's will completely fold in 2023, analysis predicts the retailer will be under pressure the first half of 2023, Insider reported. Also reported that analysts predict a wave of department stores closing in 2023. Best Buy closed 20 locations in 2019, 20 more in 2020. In 2021, it closed a higher number. And going on, Best Buy currently has just 145 locations in California and is looking at closing another, where does it say? Where was it here? I think it was, they said 15 in California. Northgate Gonzalez Market, popular California-based Mexican grocer, closed 2 of its stores in Santa Ana, Orange County. So, and that's what they have for there. They, like I said, they concentrated mainly on California. So let me go back up here and go to the next one up here. Oh, this is going on right now, folks. Major airlines cancel nearly, and they're actually starting to recover from this, nearly 1,000 Bay Area flights, San Francisco Bay Area flights. Let me pop into it here. Nationwide, over 4,000 flights were canceled Monday, more than 2,900 by Southwest Airlines alone. And the number goes out for several days. So hopefully they're getting over it and they're getting stuff back going in. And we got Blue Farm is in the house. Hey, Nikki. And Hello Tofu. Hello Tofu. I loved what you put there for a comment on Dave's, the Southern Ohio Prepping's poll. That was very excellent. thank you very much for putting that in there. And Prepper 101 is here. And Brenda, Duncan 1900 Homestead is here. And anybody else slipped in while I was talking there? Going back up here. I think I got every. If I missed somebody, I'll catch you when I get done with the news. All right, so that's airlines were shut. We're knocking a lot of air flights out. My wife's just some friends of ours made one of the last flights, so they got home just in case ahead of things. This is a story where they are leaning far to the left with their spin. The great nuisance governor of California has granted 140 pardons, 123 commutations, and 35 reprieves since taking office in 2019. He's doing 10 more this week. Now, some of these, if the information in here is correct, I can agree with. All right, if a person screwed up 10, 15 years ago, and they've totally turned their life around, okay, that means they've been rehabilitated, which is good, and they're working to do stuff, which is good. Some of these go back far. The first one listed here is from 1994. Army veteran convicted of transporting controlled substances, now works to support others in their sobriety. Someone else was convicted of also drug-related crimes in '97. Has volunteered more than 5,000 hours working with community groups, and someone who was convicted of multiple drug crimes in 2001 at 19 is now a facilities manager at his church, as well as does peer counseling, and is a founder of a nonprofit for youth leaders. All right, that dude looks like he got it on the stick. What gets me is some of the ones at the very bottom here, and they don't list anything good that they did, just that he's commuting their sentence or pardoning them. The last 5 here, nothing good that they did. A little suspect there. I think that's just the great nuisance trying to win favors. And then if you're planning to drive to California, there are new road safety laws coming to effect, especially involving electric bikes. And my wife and I had a discussion on this. Hey, Tibor, how's it going? All right, and so California's got these new laws coming in, and their e-bikes, the electric bikes, are being given too much leeway and stuff. The only good thing is that one of the things they did is they said that since the state doesn't require them to register as bikes, to register bikes. Communities, cities, and counties used to require registering bicycles. The state says, no, you can't do that no more. We don't want anybody registering e-bikes. And however, where is it here? They got several things here. They're cracking down on the car shows, zip burning rubber, doing all that other stuff, the street racing and that stuff there. They're jacking stuff up on that. They're jacking up the for hit and runs, being able to use that on the Amber Alert system. All right. The move over and slow down law in California is now applies to e-bikes. Now it doesn't say the bikes need to stay to the far right of the bicycle lane, or anything, but it just says it does that. But it also permits Class 3 e-bikes to use approved bicycle paths, trails, and bikeways and bike lanes. The law prohibits local governments from requiring bicycle registration. It allows local authorities to prohibit any electric bike on equestrian trails, hiking trails, other recreational trail. That's the only smart thing they did there. And there's some other stuff going on. One other law here that chaps my hide a little bit. Public and peace officer citizenship. It used to be in California, you had to be a citizen of the United States to be a peace officer. Not anymore. So, yeah. And let's go back here to the last. They got 3 more to go. They just put out an alert that a serial killer behind is linked as being behind 2 Alameda County slayings that's in the San Francisco Bay Area. And they go on about that. The city of Martinez, where my wife lives currently, is under flood watch tonight and tomorrow and the next day because they're getting rain. And fortunately, so far, the great nuisance has not said, "Oh, we got rain, dump all the reservoirs," like he did last year. And they're looking into accused conquered sexual assault may have sexual assault person may have victimized others, but in California they'll just say, "Oh, it's the state's fault he did that." Alrighty, so that takes care of the news for California. All right, I'm just checking everything here. That is the one I'll bring back up later. And that brings us to this one here. So for those that haven't heard, make him big. Sean of North Shore Preparedness passed away Christmas Eve. No details have been forthcoming to that where anybody's releasing them. Someone may have gotten them firsthand from his brother or family members, but they're not putting it out there. So I know. I used to love just going over there and lurking on his live streams. And one of the things that came up quite a bit on Broussard's homestead earlier today was sometimes you hear something and you go, "Just shut your whole face." That was one of his things. When someone ticks him off, it's just shut your whole face. So, yeah. So, yeah, great guy. I mean, as far as anybody, he did not have an enemy. He was always helping out smaller channels. He rated both my channels with a love rate, earlier this spring for here and last year for Camp Patton. Actually, it was 2 years ago for Camp Patton Family Compound. Sean was just absolutely fabulous, always helping people, trying to do everything he could. Yeah. Yeah. It's I'm trying to catch what people are saying in the side chat here, and yeah, he was always helping people out. Yeah, I know Joe had dealings with him as well. Yeah. Sean did a love raid over on Courtney's as well, White Family Farm, and that was totally amazing. And so, yeah. Unfortunately, I think that YouTube is still being butt heads. And as soon as they find out that the owner of a channel has passed, they won't, even if that person is supposed to be receiving a check for the previous month, all that money now belongs to YouTube. They will not pay it out to anybody. All right, Dragon Slayer, thanks for coming in. Hang on, let me put that up here. Yeah. Oh, okay. That could be shining a little light on it as well. My mom was getting scheduled for cardiac surgery that was supposed to take place in January in 2000. Shoot, my mind's going blank here. 2007, 2008, and she passed away on Christmas. And so yeah, she passed away Christmas evening while waiting for it. And I know the holidays are always stressful on people. Yeah, I know Brenda's been here for a while. Saw her earlier and said hi. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Since I don't see any ones in here. And there's the link for, anyone that wants to come up. Did someone try to time out Nikki? Blue Farm is not a troll. She's been on mine a couple times. She's over there on Courtney's. She does Blue from the Lou. Was doing that on Mondays. So yeah. Yeah. So there's the link if anybody wants to come up here. And if you have any stories to tell about Sean, I do know that on his live stream, sometimes when Amy Broussard was up late, couldn't sleep, would come into one of his lives, and she typed, say pasta, and he'd always say pasta. But yeah, and they used to tease each other about pasta and what was the word that Amy used to say, and he'd say, "Oh, you're saying it wrong," and different things. Suburban, you're not a troll. Aluminum. 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 Yeah, Wayne. I mean, it's hard to say. And what's so funny? Not funny. What's so strange? Not strange isn't the right word. But anyways, I think you guys know what I'm going to say here. There are a lot of Midwest cities just outside of Chicago and some of the other ones that are totally ghost towns now, or just about ghost towns. And they, so basically those have become third world, fourth world cities. And Captain Crazy's at the helm. That's all I'm going to say on that. So, and I remember, being up there on Sean's a couple times when I did go up, and even he come over when he came over on some of my live streams and stuff and talk stuff. But when I go over on his, he'd say, "All right, Gil's here. Go check him out. He's a teacher. He'll teach you how to get prepared." And it's like, I mean, to me, that was a big stroke to my ego that someone like Sean would consider me a teacher. Yeah. All right, we got medical conversation going in the side chat here. That's cool. Yeah. And don't see anybody else coming up here yet. So I'm going to bounce back here for a moment because I know a lot of came in after I did the other one here. Let me bring this up here. Boom. So once again, Dave at Southern Oil Prepping is thinking about doing videos again. And on his channel, just you can Google how prepping. It'll take him to his thing. And he says, okay, I know I said it, I was done here, but I'm thinking about changing things up a bit. I'm thinking about doing more cooking videos and maybe a live once in a while if time permits. Please vote below. Thanks, Dave SOP. First one there is, yes, I would watch them. Second one is, sorry, not my cup of tea. The third one is, don't care, get yourself back on YouTube. And I actually should have done the third one, but I clicked the first one. So, yeah, I would really like to see Dave get back up here. So, and besides the meth heads, the geez, I just lost the other drug that is becoming big back there in the Appalachians. But yeah, I think it's outpacing the meth heads. I can't remember what it is. I'm having a senior moment here. So yeah, Sean will be missed. I mean, when I heard that Sean passed away, it's like, oh crap. Well, we lost Sean. We lost Will Russell, just in time preparedness, or just in time prepping. They changed it to JIT preparedness. We lost Dangerous Freedom. Joe has to go. All right, Joe, take care. And so yeah, we've lost some good people out. Yeah, fentanyl. That's one of the things, but there was some, I don't think it was fentanyl. There's some, maybe it was fentanyl. No, it was oxycodone. The oxy heads. The oxycodone is the one that's, I mispronounced it. The oxy heads is what's getting out of control there in the Appalachia. So, and let me take this back up here. All righty. Hey, Ann, how's it going? And Dale is in the house. Yeah, I heard about. I first heard about it from Brett at Broussard's Homestead on Facebook several days ago. And I think it was Monday I heard about it. Oxycontin, yeah. It's the oxy something or other. But I heard about Sean's death from Brett. And then a couple of the guys have done, I've seen a couple of guys doing videos as they hear about it, little short videos saying that, that Sean's passed away and they don't have any information as to the cause. And so, and like tonight on Brett's live stream, Broussard's Homestead, Sean's brother was in there and some others, relatives and stuff. And no, they're not saying nothing. Just saying thank you for everyone's support and stuff like that. All I know is back when I was wearing a different hat and getting paid to do so, that was one of the things that was popping up in our news briefs all the time. It wasn't meth. It wasn't fentanyl for the Appalachian backwood sounds so wrong. Non-major city areas. That it was the oxy. All right. And I froze. I'm just trying to see. I know I see something, a comment there. I'm just trying to find out where. Yeah. Wendy, sorry about your voice. So, anyway, so I'm going to change banners here. We all know where I'm sitting at. Still sitting at 7. Where are we going to go here? So let's talk about. Okay. Now, one of the things I've noticed from several people here on YouTube that I follow is that especially the economic channels, and there are 3 videos I watched today where they're talking about how things have gotten really screwed up with the interest rates and the housing market, and one of them says that you could tell that there was this housing market started to go and there was a little back up again. And he said the same thing happened in 2000 and late 2006. It was starting to begin its decline, and you saw these people rush to get in. They thought, "Oh, I want to get in before it's too late," and they bought into the housing market, and it went up, and then it went. In 2008, it just dropped. Yeah, it's as much as I enjoy watching them, I really didn't get into the man. I just enjoyed watching him. Listening to him talk and stuff, and doing his little auctions and stuff like that. And while I was doing other things, he was that type of guy I could listen to, and it was entertaining and stuff. Hey Keith, how's it going? Yeah, but. Yeah, it seems like we're losing a lot of the good straight shooters, and when we need them around here. I can tell you where a lot of money's coming from right now. My wife is in a works for a property management company, which shall remain nameless. They don't want to get her in trouble. But they've picked up some new clients and new properties, fairly involved ones, and she's got to report to Hong Kong for where the owner is. Yeah, or is it here? Where'd it go? It's not just him. It's his puppet masters in the Senate and the House, and in that organization that's the dictatorial national comrades. You figure that one out. Oh, Blues multitasking. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. Extensive water damage. No, extensive water damage. That drops it down to probably a third of that. Hey, Don. Yeah, that this is something else I just read about. Okay, or actually watched a video on. I was on one of these news channels doing it, and they were playing the actual propaganda video put out by Bill Gates and the WHO in 2025. They're saying that's going to be the year of the next pandemic, and Bill Gates's group and the WHO did one of these tabletop exercises late 2018. So you can figure out, do the math, do your own investigation. I'm not saying this is. I'm just not. This is not a conspiracy. That this is what actually happened, and this channel was talking about it. And I should have saved the link for it. But yeah, they're talking about that, and they're actually showing their simulated news thing from Bill Gates and the WHO, and it's just ticks me off no end that these guys would do that to Americans, and they're doing it worldwide too. So, but yeah. Mm. Yeah, that was someone posted it over on Facebook. She posted the link there, and that's how I got it. Yeah, that's exactly what he's saying. They're producing they're saying this is coming, and it's going to be something very worse than this one, and all this other stuff. And the host of the show and his guests are saying, yeah, they probably already working on a new jab for it, because they're producing the actual um, contagion. That's what it's called, something or the contagion this time. Yeah, except we don't call them conspiracy theories anymore. We're calling them spoiler alerts. Sean of North Shore Preparedness, Keith. Let's see if I can put him back up here. Make him big. Sean of North Shore Preparedness. Passed away on Christmas Eve. Exactly. He got funding from his dad to start his company when he dropped out of college. Yeah. Let's see what's going on. All right. Unexpectedly. Yeah. Like okay, he was in here. He left earlier. Was saying that Sean was awaiting heart surgery, and someone said he had a heart attack earlier this year. So what's left of this year? So I'm just reading comments here. Well, so what happened after the effects of the not many governors will be, not as many will be doing. Yeah, some have learned their lessons. Some are still going to go full bore on it, like the great nuisance of California. Yeah. But Ron, it's the Green Wizard is in the house. And actually, I need to change something up over here on the other page here. I'm going to switch out the, go back here. Where did I put that? Is it still available here? Scrolling back up to see if I can find it. There it is. So there, I just pinned the link. If any of my many friends out there want to come up, come on up. Up, Star's going good night. All right, good night, Star. Yeah. Yeah, they plan to make us, there is plans to make us there, make everyone serve. They want to get rid of the republic and turn it into a elitist tiered form of government. Hey, Vanessa Kitty, how's it going? So I posted the link at the top of the chat there in the blue stripe now. So if any of you want to come on up here. Yeah, things are getting kind of interesting with the way things going. Go ahead and drop that back down. There we go. One of the interesting things, I'm not sure how to word this right. I'd offered my wife several of the handheld, and she said she doesn't like them. She wants something that's more along the AR platform, because that's what she learned so well in the military. But I'm thinking about getting her something else here. Let's see if I can get this set just right here. Come on. Show right. This is made by Black Aces, the company used to do customizations on Remingtons and Mossbergs, and now they're making their own stuff. And yeah, I'm thinking about actually dropping a few bills here. Because this thing here, let's scroll back up to it now. $269, 18 and a half inch barrel, weighs 10 pounds. Comes with a 10 round magazine and plus one in the chamber. And for $269, that is a very good deal. Plus, it's made for this. You can put these aftermarket ones that will fit in. This is a 30 round drum that'll fit in there. There's also a 50 round drum, but that's a little excessive, I think. I don't know, guys. No, she does not want a 1911. Keith, she does not want that. She, my son has one there. She like, no, too big, too heavy, not something I'm comfortable with. Yeah, but we're looking at shotguns particularly because of what you can do with a shotgun. Oh, I have my black belt in Smith & Wesson. I had a 645. I had to get rid of it. But I have my Model 28 Highway Patrolman, which I've had for 40 years, more than 40 years. And I just absolutely love it. Yeah, she's I understand what you're saying, but she wants something that does I know if I go back in here, there is an AR platform. There's a AK platform ones back here. That's that are yeah. There's one there. It's the AR. What the rock from Rock Island Armory. But she wants one that has the ability. She's the lefty. She wants it for it to eject, to have the ability to eject to the other side. So. All right, so I'm just checking up here on the chat here. The combination of the FN barrel in that upper and the BMC bullet carrier is a beast. Yeah. The other thing too, I've been thinking about possibly having, getting for her. Yay, yay, lefties. Yeah, my wife constantly tells me, us lefties are the only ones in our right mind. Hey, Cloud 99. So what I would like to get her, let me pull back here and pull the other one up here. Okay, it's made by Henry. Lever actions. And is it going to show it here? Did I go the right way? I didn't go the right way. Got to catch it just right in there. Rifles and shotguns. There we go. Okay. So I'm going to bring it up. Is the lever action axe 410 5-shot lever action. Because I've seen too many people at the police academy get the pump shotgun and they start to freak out and they go and they jack a couple of rounds out, because they don't. They go partial and they don't go all the way close, and they just start jacking rounds out trying to get it to close and get one seated, and they just dump rounds. So, yeah, looking at the axe here, have the where is the stuff? There it is. So the yeah, it's a grand. But it's 5-shot, and the it's I mean it's the Henrys are built bulletproof right now. Yeah. Vanilla M4 bread. Yeah, I have a Mossberg 500. It's never jammed on me, but it's it's in a bullpup configuration, and so it's a little bit bulky for her, and so she's just she wants something that she's comfortable with, and I was hoping that one of the semi-auto shotguns, because that you got a whole mess of different loads. You got from triple-aught buck down to number 4 buck. Then you got all the different bird shots and stuff, and and you can mix loads and stuff, and it's got sluggers as well. So Wayne. Most pumps are solid, and it's the problem is it's on the person's and when they start getting nervous, then they start doing the jacking thing. Tibor, it depends on the load they put in it. I disagree on that. I know a great guy, but a 410 with the slug in it is devastating. Or you put it loaded up with the you put the number four buckshot in there. All you got to do is you shred flesh off, and they start bleeding out. He's an evil. Hey, that's what you should see what some of these people do at the academy. It was funny. Who did Wendy say? Who's Wendy's talking about? Let me go through there to Billy Goats. Yeah. And that's what's interesting on some of these. They have most of these ones I was looking at here. You have your choice of from no choke at all down to full choke. They got different ones they come with and put in there, and there's other ones available, so you can control the spray. But yeah, I can understand your feeling for that. But for inside home defense, if the shotgun is the choice if you don't want it going through a lot of walls. Go through walls and hitting people you don't want to hit. If you're aiming down a hallway or whatever, you just want to take out whoever's in the hallway. They work pretty good at that. All right, Keith. Have a good night. My walls are concrete. Yeah, then you just got to watch out for ricochets. Yeah. Yeah, Wayne, not the best choice for some people, but the other thing too is, the one thing I like about a certain revolver rounds, they do come with snake loads for the revolver rounds, and depending on where you get them and how you can get them loaded up with some larger than just a small bird snake shot stuff. Yeah, Jay. Yeah, and that's probably they rack it down hard and they halfway up, or they don't go all the way up and seat it, and it won't fire, and so they rack another round, and dump a good round out. Hey, Patriot, how's it going? And so, yeah, there's a lot of stuff I'd like to keep on going in tonight, folks. But my wife is leaving Sunday morning. Drive back to the left coast there, the land of earthquakes and socialists. And so, but yeah, it's just I don't know. Right now, things are a little, challenging this time of year. Planning out what we're going to be doing the coming year. Talking finances here with her, what we can and can't do. Anybody got a spare winning lottery ticket laying around they want to send me? Veggie grazers. Oh. Yeah, she's going back to. That's why she's going, because it's supposed to be nice and clear on Sunday for her to go back through Donner Pass. So. Yeah, interesting thing is, when the sheriff's department I was working for had the Remingtons, and they still had problems with either they had problems with the person doing just thinking it's going to slide nice and easy and not seating it, or the person's the first one that doesn't seat and they squeeze down with their right hand. And guess what that finger there does? Boom! Yeah. Oh, Jay, yeah. Or as somebody else once said here, who likes to make fewer victims, saying, "Oh, they're just they're free range meat come the apocalypse." Hey, Cloud 99. Yeah, cows, sheep, pigs, they take vegetation and they convert it naturally into protein. I'm sorry, Wendy. Yes, Wendy. Yeah, sorry. But yours is there are some of those that that there are some that I've met that do it by choice, and then come on against everybody else who doesn't do it. That those are the ones that kind of chop my head. Fishes, I don't know what you're talking about. You must be reading something into it. All righty, folks. Let me pull up my list over here. So coming up here tomorrow on Camp Patton Family Compound. So tomorrow night is New Year's Eve, and we're going to do a little bit of a year in review, open chat. Just going to talk about things. It's going to be totally open chat, and hopefully some of you will come up here and join the panel and just talk about stuff. And so hopefully see you all tomorrow at 10 o'clock Eastern, 7 Pacific. Fill in the in between there on Camp Patton Family Compound. And yeah, so everyone, remember, stay happy, stay safe, keep adding to your preps: water, food, toilet paper, AA batteries, solar panels, whatever. Keep adding to it, and we will see you tomorrow night. Take care. See you around.